from different walks of life, most of us just wondering at some moment to where we can find ourselves looking for ways to drive in, crossing roads, going to somewhere, people crossing pathways, everyone else taking their own means to go to work, to whatever paradigm does life gives us. We struggle for some reasons, no matter what the weather of the day brings us. What is life without struggle? What is struggle without pain? What is pain if there is no gain? Let us continue as we take this journey of bike work. As we move along, I will share some interesting points that we are about to experience as we traverse this road. Bikers of all walks of life uses the same road. We have to be cautious to other users of the road, especially the kids. The children here are properly trained in their school on how to use the road, so their parents are confident to let them use the road. This road we are taking now was named Old Nakasendo. We end up using this road as I was not able to pass through an underpass to cross the railroad on my right. As for my physical stamina, you might hear me coughing once in a while. That means my heart is working hard to pump out blood to sustain the energy needed for me to continue running, as it needs extra push every time I blow my cough. Biking is number one for cardio exercise. It mostly makes our heart in charge to regulate the required electricity for the whole body, especially for the parts that are directly involved in pedaling. Charging up by drinking electrolytes such as what you can buy from 7-Eleven, Family Mart, or in any other convenience store can help to lower down your body temperature and charge up the muscle to recover much faster. At this point, I was caught by surprise to see the very steep hill to climb. So I looked for other way for me to cross the real road. I didn't see this coming as I was just following Google Maps. You may also notice how Japan have used the excess space under the bridge. There is a playground, exercise area, and a stair with a ramp. My instinct was right all along. I was thinking that Google Map wants me to use the bridge on our right, but as we see it now, there is no bike lane. The name of the bridge was Ohara, and it belongs to a road named Datsuri Dori Avenue. We are within the vicinity of Urawa, that is still part of Saitama. People of all ages are using this pedestrian way. Climbing the stairs is a must, though the design of the stair follows the shallow gradient of the ramp, which makes it easier to climb. As you can see up to this point, the cleanliness of Japan is very well observed. You might also notice, why is there much of food riders or anything that is doing a bike ride to deliver something? First thing was, I took this ride around 10:30 a.m. starting from my home place. There is Uber Eats delivery rider here, and maybe during morning hours there is not much Uber riders available yet. Being an Uber Eats rider here in Japan, for a foreigner like me, is not something that I can recommend. One of my friends tried to do that job, but when he got stopped by a police officer, he was caught and charged with a violation. His work visa doesn't allow him to do a job of Uber Eats rider. Well, as for the other job for a bike rider, I didn't see that much. People here are well accustomed to get some financial assistance from their government. If you don't have a job, the government can provide some allowance until you get a job. If you don't have a home, there are some I know to which I'm not particular at all. Their government also provides assistance to their homeless citizens. Maybe they don't bother to think about to take a bike ride and take it as their everyday job. One time, I booked to order KFC using Uber Eats. All I thought that the rider who confirms my order will deliver as intended. After a few minutes, the rider was asking me to meet him halfway. Since I don't know the area he wants me to meet, he canceled my order as he was saying that my place is too far from him. It is not an easy job to take a bike ride to work. From here, we will merge to a much busier road as we are within the proximity of Orawa Municipal Building. We still have a long way going to Shinjuku. With my current riding speed, I get to know more how to properly manage my pedaling technique. If there is opportunity for me to use my fastest gear on the flat road, that is what I'm currently doing. It has a similarity to get to know your vehicle as yourself can be with the vehicle itself. If you are driving a car, you as a driver get so sensitive about your engine, or even to the extent that if somebody taps your hood, you will feel it as a driver. As a bike rider, what would you tend to listen to is your body itself. The endurance will speak when do you need to take a break or when to take a drink to replenish your energy level. By listening to your body, you will come to know how to get fitter and better. From the first time I took this bike on a long ride, from then I promised to provide myself at least a second short with a thick saddle pad. Then I did some short ride practices, taking an uphill without putting my foot on the ground. There was an amount of difference compared to my first long ride. I feel much better. But on this ride, I was motivated seeing the possible route when I get to have this bike as my everyday vehicle. Be sure to follow the story on the part 3 of this episode and feel the experience of being on a ride to get to work. See you next time.